I started getting serious about my finances about 8 years ago. At the time, I had no money, no assets, and no debt. Just a fairly average income from my job as active duty military. Fast forward today, and I've achieved my goal of being a millionaire. Now, I'm not saying this to brag, actually, the exact opposite, because honestly, there's nothing special about me or what I did to get to where I am today. So today I'm going to share my 4-step process that I used to get here, and the best part is that anyone can follow this blueprint and achieve similar results because, like I said, I didn't do anything special. All right, so let's get straight to it. Step 1, you need to commit to yourself. It's October, which means New Year's is right around the corner, with millions of people making half-hearted New Year's resolutions that they have no intention of ever keeping. Surveys find that 80% of New Year's resolutions fail within the first month. If your goal is to get out of the financial rat race and become financially free, then it's time to stop procrastinating and start taking actionable steps to get to where you want to be. It's your life and your future. If you aren't going to take it seriously, then no one else will. Once you've committed to yourself, it's time to find your freedom number. This number is the end goal. It represents how much money you need each year to live comfortably without ever needing to work again. Notice I said to live comfortably, not how much money you would need to travel the world in your own mega yacht. If once you reach this first goal, if you want to move the goalposts and go for that yacht, that's fine. But we must first walk before we can run. For some, this freedom number might be to earn $40,000 per year in passive income. For others, 50 or 60 per year. Whatever it is, once you have your freedom number, we need to find out how large of a nest egg you need in order to achieve that amount of passive income. For this, we will use the 4% rule, sometimes referred to as the 25x rule. Simply multiply your freedom number by 25, and that will show you how much money you need. So, for example, if your freedom number was $40,000 per year, then that would mean that you would need $1 million as your nest egg to be able to safely withdraw $40,000 per year from your investment. And your nest egg would likely never deplete itself, as your investment is generally earning more income than you are withdrawing per year. Once you've committed to yourself, it's time to move on to step 2, laying the proper foundation. When you're building a house, the first thing you have to do is you have to have a solid foundation. And the same rules apply when you're building your financial empire. For this, we're going to break this section down into several parts. First, you need to rein in your spending habits. A whopping 60% of millennials earning over $100,000 per year are still living paycheck to paycheck. They don't have an earning problem, they have a spending problem. For some people, creating a strict budget helps them keep on track, and for others, simply being cognizant of their spending is enough. It doesn't matter how much money you earn, if you're spending it as fast as you earn it, you're not making any progress. Phase 2 of building your foundation is to pay off all of your bad debt. I define bad debt as any debt that has a high interest rate on anything that doesn't generate income for you. This is usually things like credit card debt, student loans, auto loans, etc. Personally, I prefer the debt avalanche method to pay off your debt. Start by making the minimum payments on all of your loans, and then any additional money that you have, throw that at whatever loan has the highest interest rate and get rid of that thing. Once you've paid off that loan, move on to your next highest interest rate loan until all of your bad debt is gone. Now, not all debt is necessarily bad debt. Low interest rate loans that are used to buy income producing assets can actually be a good thing. For example, using a mortgage to buy an income producing rental property, or a low interest rate loan to buy a laptop so you can start your own business, etc. Phase 3 of building your foundation is to have a good credit score, and you're obviously going to want to start this process as soon as humanly possible. Having a good credit score makes life 10 times easier, and you'll save an enormous amount of money if you ever need a loan to buy your own house or to get the funding necessary to start your own business. If you don't already have one, get a credit card and use it to buy 1 or 2 small items per month, and then completely pay off your credit card balance each and every month. This way you will never pay any interest. Put all of your recurring bills on auto pay so that you never miss a payment. Building your credit score often takes time, so the sooner you start, the better. Phase 4 of laying our financial foundations is to build up your emergency fund. Once you've paid off all of your high-interest loans, it's time to set aside some money for when life throws you a curveball and your car breaks down, you get laid off, or you have a medical emergency that you need to pay for. Start with a goal of having $1,000 in your savings account and then progressively add to it until you have at least 3 months worth of living expenses in something like a high-yield online savings account. This way you'll have money on hand to pay for most emergencies when they pop up, without plunging yourself back into credit card debt. Now that we've built our foundation, it's time to move on to step 3 of building our financial empire. Step 3 is going to be building multiple streams of income. When you only have one source of income, that can put you at risk. What if you get fired or laid off? Having multiple sources helps you not only earn more money, but also provides you safety by diversifying your income sources. If something bad happens to one of your income sources, you still have other sources of income to fall back on. When I first got serious about finances, I tried most everything I could think of. Some things I stuck with and some things I didn't like, so I moved on and tried something else. It doesn't necessarily matter what you try. The important thing is that you get out there and actually try something. I tried drop shipping on Amazon. I wrote a book, drove for Uber and Lyft, started an ATM business, started a YouTube channel, and tried countless other strategies. I bought a house for myself and then rented out the 2 guest rooms to some friends. And the rent that they paid me was able to completely cover my mortgage each month. Plus, it meant that I got to permanently hang out with my friends all day, every day. Like I said, it doesn't matter what you try. The important thing is that you get off your butt and start something. Start by trying to monetize things that you already enjoy doing. Do you like reading? Perhaps you can try turning books into audiobooks on the website ACX. It's the site that places like Audible, Amazon, and iTunes use to create their own audiobooks. Or maybe you like animals and wouldn't mind taking care of pets while their owner is out of town using sites like rover.com. Whatever you do, just try something. Step 4, once we've rid ourselves of bad debt and set up multiple streams of income, it's time to start prioritizing passive income by investing our money and having our money work for us. Having multiple income streams is fantastic, but the problem is that there's only so many hours in a day, which means that there's only so much time that we can devote to these side hustles, which means that there's a realistic limit to how much money we can make by pursuing these activities. But by investing, we can instead have our money start working for us, and our money can work around the clock. Legendary investor Warren Buffett famously said, "If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until the day you die." Personally, I'm a huge fan of owning real estate. Income-producing rental properties is one of my favorite long-term investments. Other passive income streams include things like stocks, bonds, or even cryptocurrency. Whatever venue you choose to pursue, these passive sources of income are going to be what puts you over the top and helps you hit that financial freedom number. And once you do finally hit that financial freedom number, you can either relax, knowing that your future is looking bright. You can start spending less time working and more time with your family or vacations. Or maybe you decide that you really wanted that yacht after all, and you commit to a new financial goal. If you found this video useful, consider subscribing and leave a comment with what income sources you are considering doing, as it will help to give other people additional ideas. And as always, I'll see you all again next time. Thanks.